Australia's most haunted asylum. They said anywhere between 10,000 and 13,000 deaths.
We relied on restraint, punishment, seclusion as our main forms of treatment. They were frightening in the fatality rates.
Now we're hoping that you'll come out and speak with us while we're here.
I am going to actually lay on the slab and Dave is going to lock me in the cooler.
Wow. Whew, I'm getting so nauseous.
It lit up green for yes.
Sounded like a female said, "I know."
Whoa! Dude, this is f***ing wild. I did not expect this when we walked in here.
Sitting atop a large hill spanning nearly 100 acres in Ararat, Victoria, Australia, sits a massive 64-building compound. It was placed in this rural town for a reason. 2 hours from Melbourne, away from prying eyes. This was Victoria's first lunatic asylum. Now, it sits abandoned, a tourist destination, and is widely considered to be Australia's most haunted psychiatric hospital. But is it true? Do the ghosts of thousands of patients and staff still haunt this asylum? Tonight, we're gonna find out.
Dave, we're here in the state of Victoria in Australia, and tonight we're going to investigate what is said to be Australia's most haunted asylum.
Yes, we are.
We've heard stories about this place because coming from the United States, we have many asylums there, ones that we have even investigated, but this place has all of those same elements of all of the asylums that we remember in America. The lobotomies, the inhumane treatment, the things that a lot of different communities and cultures have grappled with over the years, and that just generated into very interesting and at times extreme paranormal activity.
Yeah, this place is unlike any other one that we've done back home, and I'm interested to see what it has to offer tonight.
And as the sun is going down right now, it's only going to get creepier. So let's find out some more information about this place so we know what's in store for us tonight.
Let's do it. Let's see who we can find.
Let's do it.
So Aradale opened in 1867 and it worked right through to around 1995. In those early years, it was very difficult. We were working in a time where we didn't have bathrooms within the wards. They came much later on. We also didn't have electricity. We certainly didn't have penicillin and antibiotics. We had quite a number of serious diseases sweep through this facility more than once. We were well and truly before a time where we had medications to treat psychiatric illnesses. And of course, this is a psychiatric hospital, a lunatic asylum back in the day. Lunatic being a medical term in the 1800s. We relied on restraint, punishment, seclusion as our main forms of treatment. And some of the treatments that we were employing chemically, they were pretty fatal. We were using a lot of mercury in our medications and things like that. And they were all quite toxic. They were frightening in the fatality rates.
But it wasn't just disease or the treatments that made Aradale so dangerous. The horror of this place drove many patients to violence, as life at the asylum slowly caused them to unravel more and more each day.
Yeah, there were quite a lot of patient-on-patient homicides. We have one instance between two male inmates, Spellacy and Forrester. They were actually really great friends and had been for quite some time, and they worked on the farm part of the asylum. But then this one day, they're not quite sure what happened, but Spellacy put a shovel through Forrester's head.
Some people were dropped off at the asylum simply because their family didn't want them, and there was no other place to take them. Unruly children, unwanted spouses, impoverished people could all find themselves at Aradale, even though by today's standards they were completely sane and didn't need any treatment. But once delivered, they were trapped here. The sadness was so palpable that even the staff could find themselves swept away in the despair, trapped in these walls.
I do believe that one superintendent in particular, Dr. William Mullins, I think he probably did suffer melancholia anyway, so he probably wasn't in the best frame of mind to work here. When he did get his hands on prussic acid, which is cyanide, I believe his words were that he wanted to get rid of a dog that was keeping him up at night. So they just dispensed it, and of course then he consumed it.
In the almost 130 years Aradale Lunatic Asylum was open, it's estimated between 10,000 and 13,000 people lost their lives here. With that much death in one place, it's easy to see why so many people have paranormal experiences here at Aradale.
I absolutely believe Aradale's haunted because I have experienced so many things here in the past 4 years of working here. I've seen full-body apparitions, I've seen shadow people. I saw a near-on 9-foot-tall woman run through the hallway from the women's ward through to the administration building. So yeah, I've just experienced so much. It is definitely haunted, and intelligently.
But as we know, you can't only focus on those who lost their lives here, because the energy of the brutality that was seen here could still be trapped here as well, ready to replay itself when the moment is right.
You can certainly feel some areas of the asylum have more of a sadness about them, whereas other areas have a tension to them, and other areas still have this element of fear, which is, you can't really explain why you feel this sense of fear, but it could have been that fear and dread that a patient perhaps felt because of what that space was used for and what they knew that they were going to face when they entered into that area. Particularly treatment zones where people were having electroconvulsive therapy and things like that. It would have been quite a terrifying ordeal.
When we arrived, we were told by many of the staff that one of those places is the men's infirmary, and not many of them like to go inside this building. It said something angry and aggressive lives there, and one tour guide named Jasmine was alone in here when she captured this picture of someone watching her on the other end of the hall. Could this be the same spirit that's known to be aggressive in here? And if so, what could be causing that aggression?
I believe that we've got some spirits that are genuinely trapped here, perhaps because of the treatments that they underwent, perhaps because of the trauma that they had, perhaps because of how lost they were, perhaps because they were completely dumped by their families and literally died without a name or a birthday. But then I think we've got a whole heap of other spirits here that stay here, not because they're trapped, but that they feel a sense of obligation to those spirits that are tortured and trapped. They are not trapped here. They know where we live. And you know, they can go wherever they like, whenever they like.
Di and Jasmine and so many other people have come to Aradale and left with a life-changing paranormal experience, and now feel a connection to this asylum where so many horrible things happened, with the hope that the people who lived the tragedy of Aradale aren't forgotten.
When I first started working here, we used a spirit box, but we never really used a portal or anything, and spirit boxes are so hard to understand. So we started using a portal because it clears things up, but it was disturbing to me because we had this symphony which sounded like about 300 people talking all at once saying, "Help me, help us, help me, help us." And the more you slowed the recording down to listen to it more carefully, the more traumatic it sounded. And so we started prodding, how can we help? How can we help? Because we don't know how to help their spirits, for goodness sake. But basically they just want to tell their story. They do. And they can take a long time to tell their story. Sometimes it can take a couple of years for one person to tell their story, and it's less than a couple of paragraphs. But yeah, we give them that opportunity, and I think they enjoy that. The vibe here in 4 years has changed from when I first started working here. We still have some really mean spirits around here, and we don't try and connect with them too much. But we also have some, I think, that really appreciate our presence.
And that's what's important to remember as we go into this investigation tonight. The history and hauntings of places like this can be terrifying, but when Aradale Asylum speaks, it's to help us learn from the sins of the past.
I believe it's important to rehash these historical events and treatments and how poorly we performed and how poorly we treated people. And that unsugar-coated dark history, the reality of what psychiatric care was like in the 1800s, and even right through the 1900s, in fact. You know, we were not performing well right up until the 1970s, in all reality, simply because a lot of these people died as a consequence of their being committed here. And their deaths are not in vain if we keep talking about it, because we're reminding people of not just how poorly we did. I'd like to think that in another 100 years, we can look back at today and go, oh, gee, wasn't it brutal? Look how far we've come. I really think by talking about then, we can remind ourselves that we do still have a long way to go in psychiatric care. We still have a lot of research to do, and we still have a lot in our delivery of care.
With the sheer size of this asylum and the darkness descending over it, the atmosphere is already chilling. And we'll be sharing Aradale tonight with Adelaide Haunted Horizons and Amy's Crypt, who will each be investigating and making their own videos. So make sure you head over to their channels and subscribe as well. Amy and Jared will be investigating the matron's quarters, while Allison and Cag will be starting in the women's ward. Our plan is to start in the morgue, which is in a separate building behind the ward buildings, but Di informs us the last ghost tour of the night is currently in that building. So she takes us to the men's infirmary to watch out the window and wait for the tour to leave.
Okay, head down the mortuary right now.
Okay.
Which means as soon as they leave, it's free for the rest of the night.
Oh, perfect.
I can't actually stand in here, you guys, but you're free to watch them out the window and check out in here as long as you like, but I'm going to stand outside.
You don't like it in here?
No.
Okay.
This is the men's infirmary. No, I don't really like it.
Okay. We were so focused on the morgue, we'd forgotten all about this building where the tour staff believes someone angry and aggressive resides. So we decide to set up here for a few minutes while we wait for the morgue to be free. And it doesn't take long for the paranormal activity in the men's infirmary to begin.
Maybe like right here. Whoa. REM pod. Camera should have got it. I'm not sure if that was the REM pod. That was the Mel.
It was the Mel.
Of course.
I got it though on that one. Is there someone in here with us?
Something is slamming in this room right here. Yeah, I heard that. What was it?
I don't know. There's nothing in there.
This was what area?
This was the men's infirmary. I'm gonna set ghost tube right here. The tours are gonna be done here very shortly, so she looked out the window to see if the tour had been done in the morgue so we could go in. And she said, you're more than welcome to watch the window for them to leave, but I'm not staying in here. So something really freaks her out about this place.
Yeah.
And as we were setting up, the Mel meter just went off.
Wait. We're gonna have to check the audio, but right as you were saying that, I'm 99% sure I heard a male voice down here. Whoa. 99% sure I heard a male voice down here. Whoa. Whoa. Is there somebody in that room right there? Gentlemen, we've come a long way from America to come here to talk to you. So if you're here, let us know. You can set this off. You can set this one off.
Did someone die in these rooms here? Gonna set up the flux here.
Take it into that room.
This one?
Yeah.
So we're setting up the flux right now, and it is actually a pyramid-shaped device that also determines proximity, kind of like the REM pod and the Mel meter. But this particular one has directionality as well. One side is green and one side is red, so you can either have someone just touch it for touching its sake, or you could ask yes/no questions if you identify to whoever you're speaking to on how to do that. But
Whoa.
Christian.
The pyramid thing went off.
did you catch it?
Tree.
Yeah.
Tree.
And it said Christian right after it went off.
Is that your name? Is your name Christian? Or are you a Christian?
Gentlemen, are you in here with us? Whoa.
It's not windy outside, is it?
No.
When we walked over here, it wasn't windy at all. If that's you slamming something, can you do it again for us so we can hear it?
Can you see that blinking light in the room there? If you can you try and touch it? It'll let us know that you're here.
Is this yours?
Is what ours? Which one of these are you talking about? Touch one of them to let us know which one you're speaking of.
Whoa.
What is that?
I don't know.
Okay. That could be what that is. This window pane is loose.
Is that you?
That wasn't me. But I think the sound that we're hearing in this room is just pressure of, even though it's not windy, it's just pressure. This is all I did. I'm even closer. Yeah, I didn't even get this close. That wasn't me.
Wow.
I'll step out of your room, okay? Okay. So we were able to debunk that sound that we were hearing. The window pane in that room is loose, so if there's any sort of air pressure or air movement through that corridor between the buildings there, it's gonna push that window and rattle it. Just as when I touched the window and it rattled.
How many?
Same thing. If you're here, can you go down this hallway for us? Can you walk down this hallway so we can see you?
Can you tell us what your name is, please?
Recently.
You wanna pop the action cam in this doorway and do a little out there? Whoa.
Did you get that?
Yeah. Thank you very much for doing that.
You know what's weird?
Can you try it one more time?
It's like every time we turn our backs.
Yeah. That's why I want to do what I just said.
Yeah.
Do you need the top one? Damn it. God damn it.
It was my fault. I pushed down on the thing and I was...
Whoa. Thank you.
Did.
Did. It said did. Dude, it said did.
Wow. Thank you. That's amazing.
Is that you doing that?
So you understand we're not here to hurt you, right? We're nice guys. We just want to talk.
Wow.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
What is it?
It's just like went all the way to purple.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
If that's you doing that, can you knock that over?
Can you push that over? It would be the first time anyone's ever done that for us.
In the madness of me dropping the battery for the action camera, everything went crazy. Not only was the millimeter alarming, but we also captured a man's voice that we can't explain. It wasn't us, and the tour is now gone, so we are far away from any other living people. Take a listen, and if you can make out what it's saying, tell us in the comments below.
So you understand we're not here to hurt you, right? So you understand we're not here to hurt you, right? Can you try and push...
Why did you come?
Try and push that over. We'd love it if you could do that for us. Come on, you can do it.
Bedroom.
Go for it, push it.
Dude, bedroom. This was the sick ward. I'm sure those rooms back there were bedrooms.
Probably.
Maybe they weren't, but that's kind of weird. Do you want us to get out of your bedroom? If you want us to get out of your room and you don't like us being in here, make that go all the way up again. All the way. All the way. Touch it stronger. Make it red.
That's absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
Are you happy that somebody is just here to talk to you? Are you upset that we're in here talking to you?
Someone's mad that we're here, man. Someone is pissed that we're here.
If you're upset, knock that over for us and we'll leave. If you're... That's it. If you're upset that we're here and you want us to leave, knock that over so we know.
Knife.
Knife. Dude. Are you gonna stab us? Or are you gonna hurt us?
The triangle.
It lit up green.
Yeah.
For yes.
Yeah.
The flex just lit up green for yes back in that room. Wow.
Push it over. Throw it at us.
How about I use this box right here? Can you speak to me through this?
Chains.
Careful, careful. Oh, you got the battery pack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
It just said leave.
It did?
Yeah. Do you want us to leave?
Did it just say yeah?
Yeah, I think so. Are you mad that I'm getting closer? You.
Wow.
And then I think it just said them.
Push it over.
Who is it that keeps trying to hurt the tour guides here? Where are you? Where'd you go?
It's interesting, it quit doing that when you got closer.
We're not going to run from you. I know there are some people that come through here that might run when you start making stuff happen, but we're not going to run. You're going to have to really make something happen to scare us out of here.
Hiding.
Hiding.
We know you're hiding. You're afraid of us, aren't you? You're scared of us, aren't you?
Did it just say yes?
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
We've heard that there is something here that can get pretty nasty, that there are some nasty spirits here. Have you ever tried to hurt someone?
Granddaughter.
Do you want to hurt us? It sounded like it said correct and then yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try something real quick. Okay? I just want to set this here. Passing through.
You okay?
My hair is standing up.
Yeah, it is creepy down here.
Yeah, it is.
If there are any patients, reach out and talk to us.
What?
There's a box in my hand here. You can use it to speak to me. Can you tell me where we are right now?
Is it dead?
Not sure. Help.
If you're back in the infirmary there, the hospital, follow us down the hall here. Say what?
Sound like a little kid went, Dad.
Oh.
Is there a child here that's lost?
Our walk down the hall lasted 8 minutes, and it seems the further we got from the room where the meter is, the less interaction we had through the spirit box. Also, the entire time we were outside of this room, the REM function on the meter did not trigger once, and the ghost tube didn't say a single word. This leads us to believe there really is intelligent interaction going on, because if the equipment was being affected by some naturally explainable interference, it would keep triggering, whether we're in the room or not. So the question is, what will happen when we return to this room?
Are you mad that we're here?
We're coming back in.
I am. Did you hear that?
I did.
The man's voice said, I am.
We're coming back in.
I am. Did you hear that?
I did. We're coming back in.
I am. Did you hear that?
I did.
The man's voice said, I am. Oh, I got chills.
Yeah, dude, me too.
All my hair is standing up.
If you don't want us to come back in, make that go off again.
Is this the angry spirit? Is this the angry person?
Anger.
Is this the angry spirit? Is this the angry person?
Anger. Anger.
Are you mad because what you thought would happen after you died wasn't actually what happened?
Wow.
Are you mad because you didn't go to heaven?
They're witches.
I thought it said, I wish.
Oh, maybe it did.
Dude, this is fucking wild. I did not expect this when we walked in here.
No, we weren't even supposed to come in here.
No.
Are you trapped here on Earth? Are you trapped in this building? Is your soul trapped in this building? Just real quick, I'm gonna move this REM pod into the left room.
Okay.
really quick. I'm gonna check the times here because I think I don't know if someone's gonna be coming in here or not. The morgue would be available, I think, after, or maybe not, but we have women's is available from 10:30 to 11:30 if we wanted to do that.
Okay.
It just said heaven.
It did?
I think it said something, heaven. It just said heaven. It just said heaven. Do you want to go to heaven? The thing that interests me most about that millimeter is that when we set it up, we were setting up this camera, getting everything ready to start with the session. It went off with a small blip, like blip, 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 blip. Whoa, REM pod. But then it was silent for like 10 minutes. And then once it started to go off, it became very responsive to us. And now it has just stopped. But I seriously do think that there is something here, because this was a very sad place, and you have to think of the anger that goes along with being abandoned in a place like Aradale Asylum. Someone might still to this day be angry that they were left here, and they felt that they would finally be able to leave after death. And they're still here, and that makes them angry. And maybe that's why the staff, the tour guides, don't like this area.
Yeah.
Because there's someone here who is so angry they're going to take that out on whoever comes in here. That's what it feels like, and that's what it seems like to me from what we captured.
Yeah, I agree.
But do you want to move over? I think the neck. Oh, let's hit the spirit box.
It's off.
What was that sound then?
I didn't hear anything.
Finish.
Finish.
That's weird, man. Yes, we're just about finished.
We're gonna leave. I think at this point, the area that's free for us to go to is the first level of the women's quarters.
Yes.
So, do you want to go over there?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's gather this up.
Okay, this is going to be Dave Estes' session at Aradale.
All right.
Okay, just let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. All right, let's do this.
All right. If there's any women here, any ladies here who live at Aradale, my friend Dave is over there in the next room, in the day room. You can walk up and speak to him. Tell him your name. There's a very creepy feeling in here right now. Or there's all of this stuff which is set up. And if you would like to use any of it, all you have to do is touch it.
Sounded like a female said down.
Okay. Do you want me to sit down? I'll sit down. I don't know about this. There's a lot of Australian critters that hang out in these old buildings, but we'll sit down. How's that? Is this better? Something just moved that door right there. Is there someone in there? That door is locked. Are you trying to open that door?
Hide behind you or right behind you.
Dude, I don't have a good feeling right now. Something just moved that door right there. This door just moved though. And it's locked. I don't know what's in there. It's not like it goes outside. But it sounded like the door went. I don't even know. What's behind this?
Sounded like a female said, "I know."
Who is the lady that's playing pranks on me right now? Are you trying to scare me by moving things? Are you trying to show me where you are? Try opening one of these doors right here. Can you do that?
It's getting very cold in this room. Behind, male voice.
Behind. I'm back up against the wall right now. Is there something behind that door? Is there something behind that door that we should know about? Is there something behind that door that we should know about? Coming in here. Who lived down here? Can you tell me?
Whew, I'm getting so nauseous.
Are you making him feel nauseous? Speak to him. Say something to him. Can you tell us your name? Is there anyone down here? What was this room used for? Can you go and tell Dave?
This just shows how two different sessions in the same asylum can be so different. Besides the one unexplained possible voice and the strange rattling of the door, nothing else peculiar has happened in the whole 45 minutes that we've been in the women's ward. Even the spirit box has been surprisingly quiet. But that's the nature of paranormal research, and the absence of action only adds validity to what happened in the men's infirmary.
Are you having anything happen?
Not in the past like 20 minutes.
Yeah, nothing has come through here.
It was weird because at the beginning you heard a female voice. There was some very relevant stuff there when it kept saying behind you because it said down and I sat down on the floor.
Oh, really?
And then it sounded like something pushed on one of the doors down here as I was sitting on the floor. But then after that, it just went dead. None of the equipment's gone off that I know of. I even walked down this hallway and walked back. Haven't had a peep, so.
Wow.
But you want to gather our stuff and then maybe finish off with a session in the morgue?
Yeah, let's do it.
So we're getting ready to start our final session here. Unfortunately, our time at Aradale is winding down, but we wanted to save this for last. Whenever this didn't pan out first, we knew we had to save this for last because the morgue was the final stop for many of the patients here at Aradale. On record estimation, they said anywhere between 10,000 and 13,000 deaths on property, and they would have come through the morgue. So we're gonna see if there's any activity in here. I am going to actually lay on the slab inside the body cooler, and Dave is gonna push and lock me in the cooler for a little bit to see what happens. Are you ready, man?
I'm ready. Let's go do this.
Let's do it. Oh, you all right? What did you just hit?
Innocent.
Gurney handle straight to the nuts. I've got the K2s.
Okay.
Probably gotta turn your hat around.
Turning the hat around. Okay. Hands are in.
Okay. Ready?
Ready?
I've wanted to do this for a long time, you guys. Here we go.
K2's down.
K2's down. 2 of them.
Before you shut that door, you want to set the K2s up?
Yep. I don't know if they'll stay like that or not, but let's see what happens. See you never.
See you never.
What happened?
K2 down. It went all the way down.
Sure. We'll just have to get it when we're done.
Okay.
Hold on to that one.
Hand.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I am officially locked in the cooler.
All right. Well, you guys are now permanently stuck with me. All right. We are now in the morgue. My name is Dave, and my friend Ryan is in the cooler there. And we're just trying to put ourselves somewhat through the experience that you went through while you were here. We don't mean any disrespect. We just would like to know what you went through. You understand? We know that your stay here at Aradale was unfortunately probably difficult. And we're sorry for that. Now we're hoping that you'll come out and speak with us while we're here. We have a few devices set up throughout. This one. See how it turned green? When I ask a yes or no question, you can light that up green for yes. And then this side turns red for no. Over here,
Nancy.
Oh,
that you can touch to communicate.
Nancy?
And we have a music box right here.
Nancy, are you here?
All of those things will let us know that you're here.
Nancy, can you touch that to let me know that you're here? Just like this. That's how you do it.
If you're in here with us, could you try alarming one of our devices to let us know? Do you know that you have passed away?
I'm not gonna lie, it is very creepy in here to be laying on this.
I'm just here to talk to you.
Daughter.
Don't mean any disrespect.
It said daughter.
Daughter? Was your daughter here?
Can you reach out and grab my hand?
I wish that you would let me know you're here by making one of these devices go off. We just want to talk. We want to give you a chance to speak.
Did you lay on this slab? Just like I am now?
Could you go in there with Ryan and let him know what your name is? Was that you making that sound?
Go out there to Dave and push something over.
I'm going to go outside and leave Ryan in here.
You alright, Dave? Dave? Well, it appears Dave has left me in here alone. There's someone in this morgue with me. You can touch that to let me know that you're here. You can go out and touch one of the devices, one of the things with lights. No fucking way. Thank you. Did you just not like that Dave was in here? Did you want us to be alone? You can go out and touch one of the devices, one of the things with lights. No fucking way. Definitely wasn't me. Above my head, there's a box that you can use to speak to me and let me know where we are. Can you tell me what part of the building we're in? And you can see, guys, my hand is right here and it's not setting it off. Come on.
Okay. I'm back. Did you do anything? Were you able to make communication?
Dave's back again.
Rest in peace.
Whoa!
What?
The ghost tube just said rest in peace.
Wow.
And while you were gone, something touched the Mel meter in here with me.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. And I hope you rest in peace as well. I hope if you are here, that you are here because you choose to be, not because you're stuck here. And I want to thank anyone who decided to come out and speak to us tonight. Anyone who wanted to talk to us, anyone who tried to talk to us, whether you had good intentions or bad. Thank you for having us here this evening. We greatly appreciate it.
You ready to come out of there?
Yeah, pull me out. Hello.
Hi.
Here we are at the end of another adventure, at the end of another quest here on our adventures all around the world to find the world's most haunted places. And Aradale Asylum in Victoria, Australia is one of our favorites that we've ever been to. This place is so unique, it's so cool, the people are amazing, the history's amazing, and the paranormal activity here is amazing. So if you're ever in the area, if you're ever in Victoria, take a trip over to Aradale. You won't regret it.
Not at all.
But for those of you that made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you for watching. We appreciate you. You're a champion and a true part of the Paranormal Quest family. We hope that if you enjoyed the video, you'll hit the thumbs up button and share this with your friends and family, because that helps more than you know. And if you're new here, subscribe to the channel, because we have much more content coming to you. A lot of cool places here in Australia yet to go, so be ready for that. And if you'd like to help us additionally in additional ways and gain additional perks, you can become a Patreon supporter or become a member of our YouTube channel. But until next time, guys, leave a comment down below, tell us what you thought of Aradale, and we'll see you on the next adventure on our paranormal quest. Bye.